One, go!
Right, Birmingham Black Country Half Marathon. Here we go, go, go! Oh yes, good morning, good morning, good morning guys. It's very early in the morning here and I'm heading over to the Birmingham and Black Country Half Marathon start, which is in Wolverhampton. And I'm going by train, public transport, because the start is literally a couple of minutes from Wolverhampton train station. So I'm heading over to the train station here. It's a bit of a walk for me from where I am right now, so a bit of a hike, and but I've got to count my blessings because last night the forecast for right now was torrential rain and somehow it's not, but so that's good news. So I hadn't planned for rain or whatever, but it's still quite breezy, and it's only 6 days since completing the Leamington Spa Half Marathon last Sunday, which was completely different weather conditions. Right now it's very cool, very breezy, so I guess the only common thing is the wind. So I'm looking forward to this because it's been a long time I've been meaning to do this particular race, but for one thing or another, because of the dates, times, whatever, I've not been able to do it. So I'm seriously looking forward to this, and let's head hot-foot it over to the train station. Okay guys, I've got to the station. There's something about this time of the morning which leads me to my question of the day, because I've been up since 5, walking here, it's now coming up to 6 o'clock. What's your favourite time of the day for running? This reminds me when I used to be up doing my 5 AM runs a few years back to fit in with the schedule where I was working at the time. But leave it in the comments below, what's your favourite time of day for running?
Service to Four Oaks.
So, should I tell you about the Birmingham and Black Country Half Marathon? The route, the distance, where it's going. So, as I mentioned, I'm heading out to Wolverhampton train station, and literally a couple of minutes from there is the canal. And so the canal is we're doing a point-to-point route. So we start in Wolverhampton and finish in Birmingham. And would you believe, let me show you on here, there's a sign for the canal. How about that, eh? And I will be running along that very section, because whilst we start near Wolverhampton train station, we finish at a, I think it's near the Lego Centre in Birmingham, right on the canal at Birmingham. And a little random fact is that Birmingham has more canals, miles of canals, than Venice. Yes, that's one which sometimes grinds some people, but also it's one of those random facts. But as everybody may actually state, I'm going to take you along some of the beautiful canals today, but maybe not quite, let's be honest now, maybe not quite at the Venice standard, but hey, it's lots of canals. So I'm looking forward to doing this. As I mentioned, it's been a long time, many years have passed where I've seen people do it, and one thing or another, logistics, I've not been able to get to it. So I'm now heading over there, and as it just said, mind the gap. The joys of so many stations in between these announcements is I can't really get a long blurb on here on the train, but hopefully you got that point to point, Wolverhampton to Birmingham. And whilst it's called a half marathon, it's a little bit longer than a half marathon normally because of the canal section, but also it's a little bit longer again today because there's a section closed and we have to take a little detour, so that adds to the distance. So it's going to be more than 13.1 miles, maybe around 13.5 miles, but we'll see what happens. Onwards and upwards to Wolverhampton. For those of you who've been watching my channel for a while will know what I have for breakfast, whether it be a half marathon, marathon, 10k, and that is a couple of hours, 2 hours-ish before the start of the race. I have a bagel, yep, that's all I'll be having. I've already had my cup of tea, and that's the only fluid that I have, and that's all I take on as prep for the race. Obviously I do have nutrition and water as I go through the race itself, but this is all I have before, so I better tuck into this before it gets too close, and then I'll talk you through whilst it's a point-to-point race, there's some details of how this is going to happen logistically, because we can't have thousands of people running along the canal all together, because we might all end up in the cut, yeah, which is the canal. Bagel eaten, and we're now arriving into Birmingham New Street, where I'll be changing trains and jumping on the one to Wolverhampton, whilst I'm trying to look at what platform to go on. So, arrived at New Street, and almost as always with every race morning, I need a toilet stop already. I am bursting. So, yeah, do you get that as well? Do you feel like needing to go to the toilet on a regular basis immediately before a race? As luck would have it, I'm here waiting for the train to take us to Wolverhampton, and one of my subscribers comes along up to me. Mark, how you doing, mate?
Good morning, I'm okay tonight.
Yeah, you're good. He comes up to say, you weren't expecting to see me on this train.
No, not on my train, no.
Not on my watch. But anyway, Mark, it's great to see you. First time you're running Birmingham Black Country Half Marathon?
Yes, it is, yes.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
I am, yeah.
We're going to make sure we don't fall in the cuts, yeah?
Definitely. Yeah, we might be getting wet anyway, because I think it's going to rain.
I've heard the forecast is rain, so whatever the weather, we're going to have a good time. All the very best. And nice meeting you. So first bit of drama averted. Whilst I was chatting with Mark, we were standing here what we thought we were waiting for the train, and it looked like it wasn't going anywhere. And there was 2 trains on one platform, so we literally just hot-footed it to the train in front, and this is the one that's going to take us to Wolverhampton. Yeah, we hope. So we've now got to Wolverhampton station. Oh yes. It's about an hour and a bit to my race start time, so let's see where to go. Get changed. So we've got here a little early, and it's now 7:30, so I've got about an hour, or 7:25, I've got about an hour to the start, and this is the only place we could find in Wolverhampton station, isn't that right, Mark, where we can literally sit down away from the wind and try and stay warm. It's not exactly exciting, but hey, it's a seat and it's dry and away from the wind. Another toilet stop, I know, and looking outside is now pouring with rain, so adding a bit more weather and excitement to today's race, eh? Let's go and get changed. Right, I'm all changed, ready to go. Sort of semi-warming up here. The time is now 8:05, and you may recognise this man. So Mark is here, but you might recognise this man as well. It's Steve. Oi, oi. We met at Manchester Marathon. Now he's here at the Birmingham Black Country Half. Are you ready to go?
I'm looking forward to getting into the rain. Yeah.
He mentions the rain. Mark has been good enough to loan me one of his. He's been so prepared. He's got 2 rain bags. So I've got this on for the start. So thank you very much for that, Mark. And we're going to get ready to head over to the start. So just coming out the station, and there are signs saying BBCHM, which we're following, which takes us to the canal, because it's literally just a 3-minute walk to there. I'm already beginning to feel a bit cold, but I just need to warm up, stretch the legs and get going. Here we go, that way. So we're following the route through the tunnel. There we go. So we're at the start area. You see the toilets, here's the canal, yes. And here's the sign saying to the start. So here is the actual start, and it's quite unique, where there's no gantry here saying start or whatever, but we literally go over these pads and that would be the start. So I'm literally going to do a bit of a shaky outy warm-up type thing, and yeah, I should warm up, shouldn't I? So just dropping off our bags. We've got numbers for the wrists and 1 for the bag. Cheers, buddy. So I'll drop this further back. Alright, let's get moving. So we're just checking in for the start.
14. And then just before mile 9, you're going to go up some steps on your left hand side. At the top, it's a tight right, and again you'll be able to follow the bike.
So this is my warm-up now. Oh God. So I think we'll treat the first few miles as a nice easy warm-up. Yep.
Okay, I'll do a 3, 2, 1 and then you're away.
Are you happy?
2, 1, go!
Right, Birmingham Black Country half marathon. Here we go, go, go. Did I mention, by the way, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already done so, because I'm here with the elite crew racing. So yeah, do it, do it. As you can imagine, being the elite wave, there's a few guys that have literally gone off like a bull in a china shop. So I'm keeping it steady-ish. So a couple of kilometres in, as you can imagine, the field is already totally spread out. But the thing I need to be aware of is my footing and the surface. Nearly came a cropper on one downhill bit, nearly slipped onto my arse, but gotta be careful on this wet surface. So I'm now getting into my stride. The question is, how long can I keep this stride? As I mentioned, the surface on section is very slippery, so I have to be mindful of that. Just past the 3 mile aid station. It came so quick I didn't even know it was there.
Puertorriqueña, yo te la traigo de Cupey, de Vega Baja y de Santurce, de todas partes de Puerto Rico. Esta bomba yo la dedico a toda mi gente de Puerto Rico, a la familia Fontanet, allá en Cupey Alto y lo Mejía en Vega Baja. ¡Que gocen! ¡Bomba, bomba! ¡Para siempre! ¡Bomba, bomba! ¡Está presente! Aquí lo canta mi gente. ¡Bomba, bomba! ¡Para siempre! Baila, baila y goza mi bomba puertorriqueña. ¡Bomba, bomba!
Interesting footing here.
¡Bomba, bomba!
Because your brain can't see.
¡Bomba, bomba!
It's like standing on one foot So that's the long tunnel done. Just past second water aid station. I actually stopped at this one because running through trying to drink, it ends up all over you. But I just had a little swip, wash out my mouth, didn't really drink any and carry on. Going over an aqueduct here, over a major road. Interesting. I'm running through now what I guess you would call a technical trail, very uneven surface. Nettles, bushes to duck around under. But hey, I think we're coming up to another bridge. Woo, thank you very much. Way, cheer squad at halfway. This is what we want. Wonderful. Love that. It's so beautiful running along here. The rain has stopped. Nice and clear. The rail track is over there, but no trains today at the moment. Let's keep going. So a little under 9 kilometres left. Oh, this is tougher than I thought. I'm guessing the fatigue from last week's Leamington half marathon is catching up with me. So yeah, coming up to 13 kilometres. About 9 to go, because it is over half marathon distance. Coming up to 9 mile water aid stop. Yeah, just water.
Just the red one.
Thank you. Done. Thanks so much for coming out. Walk through, drink. That was a nice refreshing stop, so that will mean there's a little over 4 miles to go. So one last push. Got no idea what time I'm doing because I'm just running on feel, and it feels good right now. Another bridge. We're just about to go under the M5 motorway. There it is. Whew. One of the major motorways here in England. So we're taking a bit of a mini detour around the motorway section because they've closed part of the canal off. That was a steep climb. Whew. Still here. Who said this was a off-road ultra? Coming into another tunnel, not as long as the other one. Here we go. And there we go, second tunnel done. Wouldn't want to be in alpha flies in this mud, good God. Guy just passed me on a push bike. I could swear he was smoking wacky backy. And here I am with Marathon Mark.
How you doing? Good?
I'm good, how about you? I know, we're nearly done. You carry on, buddy. I'll see if I can keep up with you. Yeah. Oh, we'll go together then. Just past last water aid station. Whew. Feeling this now. Feeling it. Oh my sweet lord, coming into the finish. Oh, this couldn't come soon enough. Oh. Thank you. Oh. 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 Oh yeah, finally, the finish. Woo. Ah. You. I know.
Well done.
Hey, thank you very much. Oh, is that Stu? So good. By the way, everybody, this is Stu, the organiser. Let's get you in the proper light. Oh, here you go. So you can see him now. This is Stu from Stu.
Not too close,
who organises all these lovely events. So thank you so much for organising this, Stu. And thank you so much for inviting me. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, good.
And
enjoyed it.
I need a drink now and
get some water,
pizza,
and your baggage will be follow the signs, basically.
Excellent. Thank you very much. No, it's brilliant. Here we got Marathon Mark and Anon, and this man, bless him, took that wrong turn and he was going over the bridge, and I shouted, "Oi, come back!" and came back. Otherwise, you would have beaten me, wouldn't you? Easy. You were going at a great pace. Enjoy it. Do it again. You do it again, Mark?
Yeah, I'll be back next year.
Yeah.
Tom, I've done it.
How many times? 5. Brilliant, mate. Brilliant.
In 2020, unofficially, we just ran it together, me and my mates, on the same day, and it was cancelled.
Yeah.
We just decided to run anyway.
Yeah.
5 times since 2019.
Definitely one for the calendar, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great race. It's a Saturday morning.
Yeah.
You can't
What
go wrong
more do you
with
want? So a bit longer
Finish
than a
early, got the
parkrun.
weekend to yourself, and it's great.
Excellent.
Yeah, you finish in a good location as well. You can get a pub.
You did brilliantly. Mark here started 4 minutes after all of us and caught us all up.
I managed to hold the pace. I was running 6:15ish pace for the first 4 miles, and
Excellent.
then just dropped slightly to 6:30. Just managed to hold 6:30 all the way through.
Brilliant, brilliant. Well, we're now heading off to pick up our baggage from the baggage drop. Should be nearby. So if you fancy a canoe trip down the canal. Whew. Yeah, the finish is all these jelly beans. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Maybe, I think so.
Water.
Yeah. Sorry,
Bags. So there's goodie bags here, and also the t-shirts.
Sorry, I don't know.
So yeah, let's get that. So we got our goodie bags and stuff, and now there's lots of support here on the bridge, and big crowds here, isn't there, Mark?
Yeah,
and a bit of music.
It's all good.
A bit more lively than when we finished.
Oh yeah, there's no near when we finished.
And a few Peronis have been had here. There's the Peronis, and here's the big crowds. Not in speed order, because I was passing people. So having finished, picked up our bags, bag drops. We're here in Brindley Place, which is a lovely part of Birmingham. Nice square, fountains.
Up to the pub now. Up to the pub. We're late, we finished early.
Yeah, we've got to have a little lemon popsicle or something. I might be having a non-alcoholic drink, but then again, who knows? Because I've got the train back. It doesn't matter if we have alcohol, do we? Yeah, we. But
we have alcohol for it. That's what I have.
It's we're going into a what brand is it? It's a
Lloyd's Bar.
Lloyd's Bar.
This is a nice Wetherspoons bag.
It's a Wetherspoons. So in what we call the spoons, there's unlimited coffee. So that's probably what I'll be having, or unlimited tea, or something like that, along with a fry-up. So that'll be my second breakfast of the day. Although really, having had, yes they do. Although having said that, I wouldn't regard a bagel, for me anyway, as a major breakfast. So let's go and get some food and crack on with this. Spoons.
I never went slower than 9.
Yeah.
Alright. How you doing?
The breakfast has arrived. I've got my latte. I went for the large breakfast. Here you go. How about that, eh? What do you think, guys? Think I should eat it? Yeah, let's get this down my neck. I'm a bit hungry now. Ooh, that was such a yummy, hearty meal, breakfast, brunch, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to be heading over back to the train station now. I might see if I can catch some people at the finish line, but it looks like it's about to rain again. Damn, this weather. But hey, the weather is the weather. So let's head to this train station. I'm walking along here on Broad Street, centre of Birmingham, and I'm passing here what says Birmingham 2022 Mega Store. If you've been following my channel a while, you'll know that the Birmingham Commonwealth Games is coming here this month in July, and I'll be one of the volunteers, one of the what they call the Birmingham Collective. So I'm really looking forward to sharing that with you guys. Can't wait. Yeah, that'll really bring on some Saturday smiles. Yeah, let's see if it's open to get in. Have a quick sneaky peek. Definitely worth a visit in there for your Commonwealth Games mega store. All the goodies and memorabilia that you need for the upcoming Commonwealth Games. Let's get to the train station. Yeah, come on now, come on. Okay, so I'm at the main Birmingham train station, which is New Street Station, or fondly known as Grand Central in terms of the area here. So let's get on that train back to Worcester. So I'm now on the train, a little earlier than it's due to depart, which is good, so I can relax for a bit. And it was great catching up with Lewis and Mark and some of the other guys there after the race. And initial thoughts from the race, whatever, it's tougher than it looks. Yeah, it's a bit longer than a half marathon, but that's not the tough bit. It's the bridges, and for me I found it psychologically, because you're just on a towpath on your own. I was literally on my own virtually all of the way. Is that that makes it tough mentally and not just physically. So but very enjoyable, as you would have seen from the footage. It's beautiful location, beautiful route, and very well organised. The logistics is so simple, having just to get on a train, get to Wolverhampton train station, run the race, well, drop your bag off, run the race, pick up your bag, and then get back on the train to go to whatever destination. That in itself makes it a sort of almost perfect logistic type race. So thank you so much for the organisers, Stu Webb, and all the organisers there and volunteers, and great to see so many runners. So let's carry on with the journey back home and then give you one last update. I have now arrived back in Worcester, back home. Yes, what a journey it's been today, and thoroughly enjoyed the Birmingham Black Country Half Marathon. It's a bit drizzly right now, but hey, the weather is the weather. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's sort of a beginning to end, a story, as they say, from this morning, travelling on the train to get to Wolverhampton and then coming back to home. So yeah, a nice round trip. Highly recommend it because, as I was saying earlier, the logistics is pretty straightforward for an event like that. Good point to point. I'm happy about it. So I look forward to seeing you at the next video, and yeah, it should be good. Whatever happens, I'm looking forward to the training block, to start the training block for London Marathon this coming autumn, 3rd of October. Yes, I look forward to sharing that with you. Come along with me on the journey, whether you're doing a marathon or not. If you are doing London, even better, joining with me. And there's so much more to look forward to over the summer, July and August, September, to get ready for that marathon, and also some other events coming up, and not forgetting the continuation of the Saturday Smiles whilst running those miles. Thank you so much for watching, really appreciate giving your time with this, and I'll see you soon. Love you all, peace out.